Today we're going to go through a glute exercise. We're going to do both a clam and we're going to progress the clam into a side plank clam. So if you've got any outer hip pain, glute pain, or if you've been diagnosed with bursitis, for example, this is a great exercise for you. So first we're just going to start off with a clam. So James is going to have his knees just slightly flexed up there, and all we're going to do is engage this muscle here. So he's not going to rotate around. He's just going to keep nice and stable through the hips. So James, if you want to lift your knee up to really engage this muscle here and back down. So and keep going there, James. So squeeze and pause for 2 seconds. Really try and, as come back up, try and maximize that external rotation to really get that muscle to work, and hold and pause. And again, we don't want to be moving the hips around too much, and then back down. Naturally, we can make this harder by applying a band around the knees. So a light to medium loop will then add that resistance. Naturally, we want to do both sides, and we're looking at endurance. So 10 reps roughly. A little bit of a pause for 1 to 2 seconds will help to get extra tension into the muscle and stimulus. So progression into a side plank clam will develop core and even more glute engagement. So if James gets up onto his elbow like this and his knees are slightly flexed, and James is going to come from his, you're going to do a side plank from the knee. So if James comes up, and then what he's going to do is then externally rotate the top leg. So he's getting core engagement, and then back down again. We want to pause. So come back up and pause. And it's going to be starting to really burn in actually both glutes. So the top one's going to be burning, and the bottom one is also going to be burning too, because he's having to keep his hips up. And then back down, James, thank you very much. So a few things to look out for is not over-rotating the hips, keeping nice and aligned, keeping the core tight, nice and straight. And again, if you want, we can progress this by using a light band around the knees to get even more stimulus. But to be honest, most of the times just doing a solid paused rep 10 times on both sides is going to create a lot of stimulus through those outer glutes. But if you want progression, you can obviously just put a band around your knees. If you get any problems, let us know.